Hi Virgo, welcome to your What You Need to Hear Right Now about your love life general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. Hi, Crosswatchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Virgo. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Virgos and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get your reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to do a mini meditation to clear and set the energies, but if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect with your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to close their eyes, take a deep breath, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions that you may have in regards to what's going on in your love life, anything you need to be aware of and know about. And if there is a certain someone, start thinking about them and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Virgo. Well, that was interesting. Honestly, Virgo, what I saw was like I was in this pasture and there was like this like kind of wooden fence and I saw a white horse and the white horse just kind of like came up to me, ran towards me, and then stopped and then was looking for me to react or looking for me to pet the horse. I did. But okay, so with the white horse, I wonder if someone feels very deeply with horse energy. I could also feel almost Sagittarius energy with that. So you could have strong Sagittarius in your chart or you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. But it's almost as if you've been waiting for something to come in. And that white horse almost served as like Spirit or God's answer to what you've been waiting on. It really felt like someone you were waiting on to do something, to finally move forward. And it felt positive, but it's almost as if you almost gave up hope in it because of the past or because of their inconsistencies or their slowdown. But it just felt like something different here with this white horse. Horses could also mean to me sometimes cars. So someone could drive a white car, specifically like a white SUV or a white Jeep, something along those lines here. I'm also seeing like a hatchback, but I want to know more about this. I'm curious to see why that horse energy kind of came through for your reading. And one more thing too, I did see hot sauce. So I wonder if someone really does like to eat spicy food, always has to put hot sauce on something, or even just like there is an energy where you think someone's very, very hot, sexy, spicy even, or even the energy that is trying to come through here thinks that way of you, Virgo. Someone could also have Hispanic heritage as well. Let's go ahead and dive deep because I'm kind of curious about all this. I want to see what that was all about with the white horse here. So for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation. Let's see whose energy wants to come through, why they're coming through, and what Spirit has to say and what this means for your love life. Okay, that was fast. Let's see. Emotional whirlwind. And look at those waves. And it says affected, dramatic, unstable. So there has been someone that's been emotional over this connection here. I do wonder if this is something that someone has felt towards you or just, I don't know, I'm feeling like someone having like a good cry over someone or a connection or like disappointment and hurt. It's almost giving me 5 of Cups energy. So someone could be dealing with a Scorpio or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart. But maybe someone wants to come forward with their emotions. Someone wants to come forward with finally like being very raw and real with you. And it may stir up a bunch of emotions when you hear these words or messages. And even some of you, you've already had this conversation within the last couple months. The letter E is sticking out to me. As an Emily, as an Evan, first, middle, last initial could mean something to someone, or even someone's first, middle, last name could end with an E. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Virgo. A lot of emotions, like emotional roller coaster I'm almost feeling in regards to this situation here. Could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Tell me more about this energy surrounding Virgo. The hourglass, time is of the essence. Ooh, yeah. And I just saw an Apple Watch flash through, so I wonder if someone wears that. But yeah, I do feel with this energy here, like someone knows that they need to make a choice soon, that they need to come forward with something because someone's running out of patience, someone's running out of understanding. And maybe even like if they don't do anything soon, they may know that you'll be done. Like, I don't know if this was an on and again, off again situation, but this time around it feels different. You're giving like an ultimatum and you're even sending that to the universe, hopefully that they'll pick up on it because you're done trying to communicate it each and every time. Someone could have a Roman numeral tattoo as well, or a Roman numeral clock in their house. But yeah, this is something that someone feels is kind of urgent. Someone needs to have an understanding, have an answer. And I think you are giving them a timeline. What are the emotions around this? Okay. Desperate. Yeah. And it says frantic, out of control, in need. This is how someone feels about holding this, keeping it together. Look at that rope that's about to like, you know, break apart. Someone may feel like this is on the urge of like a permanent break, a permanent separation. And I do have to say, like, with this emotional whirlwind and desperate, like someone may make a frantic phone call to you, or like a late night drunken phone call, or maybe even just they can't sleep and have to call you. I wonder if the last conversation you had with them wasn't very great and it's been on their mind and their heart. They're upset about it. They're frantic about it. It feels as if someone is really saying like, if nothing changes soon, we're over. And someone's trying to hang on to dear life to this. To you, maybe, Virgo. Okay. I'm just seeing, this is so random, but it's confirmation maybe for someone who needs to hear it. Split ends. Someone may need to get a little bit of a hair trim, or has always dealt with like split ends, or that's just a metaphor from spirit about how this may be starting to split apart. And it's making someone very upset. Okay, so with the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Virgo? What are they hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Yeah, I'm seeing for some of you, you felt like they took your patience for granted. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles being what they like the most about you. For a while, you were understanding. For a while, you were giving them their space. But, you know, you're not going to wait forever. That was never part of the plan in giving them that space and time. Yeah. Some of you may even be in a relationship with this person. And if you are, they're afraid of a breakup. They don't want to break up with you. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. Didn't I mention that? Scorpio energy. Yeah, something happened that really deeply disappointed you, or the fact that they may have said something out of emotions that really hurt you and they've been regretting it. They feel sorry about it. I feel as if they have tried to apologize, but I think you're done with hearing the sorries or the excuses. And I feel they're realizing your reaction this last time around is so different that that's what's been kind of startling them a bit. They have always been a bit emotional. And I think that there was a part of you that found that to be really touching, but you know, at the same time, the emotions have been a little bit hard to handle. And it could be the hot or cold energy, or it could be, you know, one moment really passionate into this and the next they feel like they don't care. But recently I feel as if they've been trying to do something to get you to hear them out, or for to get you to understand. And it seems like multiple text messages over and over again that they send you. Even if you don't respond, they'll send like another 5 after that. Long texted paragraphs, explanations almost. I kind of want to see what this 5 of Cups is all about that caused this. Tell me more. The Star, Aquarius energy. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy here. And the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. King of Cups is coming out twice. Very strong Scorpio energy. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, or if you have strong Scorpio in your chart, I suggest checking out the Scorpio reading to see if there's messages for you there. But yeah, I mean, you're done waiting, I feel, with the Wheel of Fortune. It was like you felt there was something to be happened through this. Like at first it felt very powerful with Jupiter energy. It felt as if there was a lot that could happen between the two of you. And maybe with the Star too, they sold you certain ideas of, you know, we'll get a house, you know, we can start, you know, taking this in a direction where we will be together, you know, for a long time, like saying those things, but never taking the action behind it. And although I feel a lot of you do know that this person cares, sometimes the care isn't enough to keep you staying, especially disappointment after disappointment. And there is something I feel with the gravity of the Star and the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups, that there is something that they got cold feet on, that they were really hyping you up about, that they didn't follow through with. Maybe a part of them felt like they weren't ready, or a part of them felt like it wasn't the right time, but that's part of the reason why the hourglass came out, which someone could also have an hourglass figure, by the way. It's obviously not for everyone, but I feel like with this, as I'm feeling these cards, touching these cards, it's like, if you want this the way you're telling me, then why wait? What's the holdup? If you care, you would do it by now. And I think that's the realization that someone's really sitting with, that has been hurtful and has put someone in a lot of emotions. But if this is on their end, there's not a doubt, Virgo, that they feel that you are someone that they're meant to have some sort of destined future with, or destined connection with. They are in love with you. But in your perspective, it's like, okay, well, maybe our love languages are different, because I wouldn't do this to you out of my care for you, what you're doing to me. I'm seeing something about someone's knuckles. I don't know if someone like does like, you know, mixed martial arts. I felt that for another sign too. I forget who, or just like kind of goes to the punching bag to work it out. Or maybe has like, tattooed knuckles maybe. Anyway. How they feel about you right now is the Page of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. They are, if there is no conversation right now, you guys decided you needed a break, or you muted them or whatever, they are very much trying to think of a way out of this hole with you. They're trying to find a way, sorry, I have to censor for YouTube guidelines, but they're trying to find a way that to explain themselves. They feel like you still don't really understand, but I mean, I think you get it. You know, I mean, as far as you're looking at things a lot more practically now, instead of trying to look at it so emotionally, because when you gave into your emotions, it was kind of like giving them the easy way out. So ultimately, it's like out of your silence, or out of the fact that they knew that they hurt you or disappointed you, they feel right now that they need to strategize, that they need to start thinking of what they need to say to you out of desperation to keep you around. And the spying, yeah, I mean, whether that is social media or asking, is getting to a point where it's kind of consuming them. because of this no communication with you right now, or this break between the two of you. Then we have the 10 of Wands as far as what they think about this connection, think of you. Sagittarius energy. Yeah, they're trying to hold on to it. You know, when we see their traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, we see that dude carrying all that bundle of wands on his back. Except for this time around, it feels with this desperate and the rope kind of breaking. They think that they have to do something to save this. They have to do something to get you to realize that despite everything you guys have been through, there's something part of this that is meant to hold on to. There are 2 10s here. Your birthday could be September 10th, or you could even be a cusper with August 20th or September 20th here. But this is something that they feel and think that you guys have to make it through this. That they may need to step up in a way that they haven't before. Because you're not hearing them out until they tell you what you need to hear. That makes sense. That isn't just an excuse. What they like the most about you is the Knight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. Some of you could have multiple Virgo placements, like also a Virgo rising or a Virgo moon or a Virgo Venus even. And this is where I think they kind of took this for granted in a way. You are someone that understands that Rome is not built in a day and that relationships, connections may take time. But this took too long. And even when they were at the beginning stages of your impatience where you wanted to just like get annoyed, get frustrated, you were like, you know what? This is them at their own pace. Or maybe even they were telling you things that made it seem that it was reasonable that it was taking so long. I'm hearing something about, oh, I need to find a job, or something about their job that they always made the main reason as to why things couldn't progress between the two of you, or they couldn't give you what you wanted. But you are someone that is smart, that is logical, that plans for the long term, is not impulsive, is someone that thinks about things thoroughly before they act on them. And, you know, you are pretty loyal. I do feel as if you've been hit on before, and because you cared about this person, you turned down a lot of offers that came your way because you were solely focused on making this work. I'm even hearing one of their friends hit on you. I don't know if you ever told them that even, but you turned it down. You're grounded. You're stable. You like to be someone that works on the things that matter to you, and everything else is just in the, you know, rear view mirror. And they found your persistence to be pretty inspiring. But what they don't like about you right now is the 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. And I'm not surprised to see this. They feel like you've become emotionally distant, emotionally disconnected. You're not giving them the opportunity to tell you how they feel or whatever it is. That's their perspective, whether it's true or not. They're afraid that some of you have emotionally gave up on this. They put you through so much, and maybe even some of you kind of feel numbed out to this person after the emotional whirlwind that you went through. And they miss that energy of when you cared, of when you're emotionally there, where you, I don't know, for some of you, it's almost as if you felt like whatever you told them from the heart about how you feel about them or what you wanted to have with them was never like enough. What they like the most about this connection is the King of Cups. So Scorpio energy. I feel with this energy here is that you kind of provided this safe space for them to be themselves, for them to, you know, tell you about the things that have been happening in their life or has happened in the past that they didn't feel comfortable enough sharing, but knowing that you would respond in a kind, open, loving way. I feel someone's had like a very troubled childhood, and even, I don't know, I'm seeing like juvenile hall for someone. Again, I know this is specific, bear with me if it's not your message, but like just went through a lot that they didn't know really or were equipped with to handle, like the emotional situations that occur in life. And there was a lot that you taught them about healing. There was a lot that you taught them about, faith and hope that they're grateful for and they miss a lot. You were their rock in a lot of ways. But I feel this sense that someone feels a bit taken for granted because either they didn't meet you in that same wavelength, or it's like they didn't understand that they were using you in a way that was soothing for them, but was leaving you empty. They love your cooking too, or baking if you bake as well. They miss your meals that you used to cook for them, or desserts you'd bake. Someone also likes to drink tea, herbal teas. Anyway. What they don't like about this connection right now, strength. And see, I'm keep on going back to that broken rope here. That, maybe the connection wasn't as strong as they thought it was. That maybe you weren't going to ride it all out because it started taking too much from you, taking your strength, taking your focus, taking your confidence in this. And right now they don't feel confident. They feel very insecure based off of what has happened between the two of you. And again, they're desperately trying, or are going to desperately try to fix this, but they know that there's like a snowball's chance in hell maybe this could work through. Or that's the message or the energy you're kind of putting out there to them. They may be afraid that you've kind of lost the fight or the will to even want to continue with this. For some of you, I'm seeing the situation where because you may have felt like you waited too long, you started kind of pressuring them more into doing the things they said they would do. And they may have accused you of being like controlling. And that kind of set you off. You like, get off my back or whatever, but it's like, I'm only on your back right now because you told me you'd do this months ago. That type of energy here for some of you. Highest hopes is the Hierophant. These are 2 5s. Your birthday could be September 5th, September 15th, or August 25th here. They're hoping that you guys can make it through this, that you guys will stay together, that this connection from what you've been through will bounce back even stronger than ever, that they'll change. They'll show you the dedication. They'll show you that they are wanting to put their all into this, to dedicate themselves to this. They only have eyes for you. And so I think that's where the desperation is coming from, because they know that they can't have this with anyone else. This strong of a connection. And again, it may have felt one-sided on your end, Virgo, but they didn't see it that way. And they want to learn. They want to learn how they can be better. They want to, maybe take some classes or read some books if they had certain tendencies that pushed you away or made you feel that you weren't appreciated or whatever it was. I do feel like they've been listening to a lot of influencers or podcasts particularly that has been inspiring them to do the growing up or the maturing, to finally be fully into this the way they should have. They definitely have one specific mentor that they've been trying to learn from, and it feels like on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube even. Their deepest fears is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy, you're no longer in this process of trying to see what else you can do. You've tried everything you feel, and that you've made up your mind. You're not weighing the other options. It's a shut door. And there is no going back. And that they can't do anything to fix this. They can't do anything to change your mind about this. This is their biggest fears. That they made you wait too long. And they'll always have this need for you, or this want for you, or this desire for you. They would never be able to let you go, Virgo, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And I think a part of them would be devastated to know that you moved on with someone else. But I think that if you've been kind of ignoring them, that's something they're afraid you're going to continuously do. It's like, not even if they say happy birthday to you, you would just say thank you. Not even that. Like, it would scare them to think that they could never even access you again, talk to you again. Even just being as friends, they would take that if they had to. All right, Virgo, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the upcoming weeks, months that you need to be aware of, know about, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot, oracle cards, dive deeper, give you advice, tell you what spirit has to say about this person and what you should do regardless of whatever happens. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Virgo, I really hope that this reading has given you a lot of clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to a specific situation with a certain someone that you need clarity on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.